grit beats talent every single time. Introducing the new BF Goodrich all-terrain KO3 tire. Legendary toughness made tougher. BF Goodrich, what are you building for?
All right, what's up, everybody? We are back here. It is 2 o'clock, and it is time for another Fishgistics update here, covering the 2026 Best in the Desert Vegas to Reno race. How have you guys been? Have you guys been having fun so far? I got one bad thing to show you guys, though. It looks like a bunch of the Starstream cameras just went down. Are the cameras working for you guys? There's a couple that are still working, but it looks like it's mostly the people that were broadcasting it straight to YouTube. And it looks like, I'm not sure if the Starstream cameras just on their server just went down or what, but the only cameras that I have showing right now are the ones that are on YouTube. All these other ones are just blank right now. Let me see if we can try and load another one and see if they're working yet. Yeah, see, they're not working. I'm trying to load them and they're not working. So we'll hopefully the Starstream cameras will come back online, because we have lost most of the cameras here. So that's kind of interesting. What we do have is the tracker. So let's go show you guys some updates on the tracker. So currently the number 58 Tracy Graff is out front. However, they're not leading. So, or I mean, their tracker's not working. So we haven't been able to see them. So we have RJ Anderson, I believe, is going to be second behind him. The 65 is actually first. The 58 is behind the 65, because we saw the 65 go by in the 58 camera a little while ago. So the 65 is going to be out front. That is Dave Mason Jr. in his new Tisco. Cameron Steele is going to be getting in that truck to drive the second half of the race. So I forget exactly which pit Cameron's getting in, but he will be getting in that truck. So the 58 is going to be second, the Tracy Graff truck. So they're going to be somewhere probably around this 088, somewhere around here is where they are. Their camera's working, so we have a live stream of them on the broadcast here, but we don't have a tracker on them. So third is going to be RJ Anderson. So RJ Anderson is going to be third, and then fourth is going to be back to Nick Whetstone, and he's going to be fourth on the road, I believe. And then next is going to be Brent Fox in the 2T, then Jordan Dean, and then Tracy Poole, and then the 61, David Payne, and then Eric Harden. So those are going to be those ones. However, look at who's right behind them. See this tracker right here? Mitch Guthrie. Mitch Guthrie is actually winning this race on time, I believe, on corrected time, in his Ford Raptor T1 Dakar vehicle. I'm not surprised at all. This is the perfect course for these cars, and we talked about that earlier. Now, the other thing, I think Mitch could go the whole way on fuel if he wanted to, because those cars have large fuel cells in them, because in the Dakar race, they have to be able to go a long distance in some of the stages, and there's no spot to refuel. So I don't know. I forgot to ask Mitch if he was going to stop or not. If anybody knows for sure, is Mitch going to stop for fuel? If he does, he'd only have to stop one time. The thing is the tires. I don't know how the tires would hold up on that car. They do have a BFG tire on there, but it's one of the Dakar tires that they run on that car. So I don't know what the mileage actually is, the wear on those. Can they go 500 miles? I don't know. It's never really, that's not the same tire that a lot of these guys use over here, so it's a little bit different. So we'll see. I would assume that Mitch is going to stop probably one time no matter what anyways, just because get some fuel, change tires once, why not? But everyone else has to stop at least twice. Nobody else can go that far. So that's what's going on right there. But watch Mitch Guthrie on time. If we go over, I'll say that. If we go over to racing tracks and we do compare class leaders, So we want to try to find a mile marker that they've all gone through, which I think is going to be, let's see, half. They haven't gone there yet. So right here. Okay, look right here. So 3, 10, 16, right? Now, if we go up, and I don't know if this one is correct or not, but look at Brent Fox at that same place. He's showing 3, 10, 13. Now, if we look at RJ, he's showing 320. And then we're showing Connor McMullen 316. The other two-wheel drive rally raid car right here, 319. So we're really close at that was at mile 200 though. Keep in mind that's mile 200. We are at, what are we at right now? We're at like 250 almost. So once we get a few more cars by 250, we should get another halfway point here at RM 350, or sorry, not 350, at 250 right here, the halfway. So keep an eye on that. Once we get a few more minutes here, we should get some by there. So we'll keep an eye on that. But yeah, most of the cameras are down, which is a bummer over here. Let's try and reload this again, see if they've come back. I don't think it's not reloading the watch party thing is not the problem. It's the Starstream cameras are actually down. So that is a bummer. Hopefully a lot of these cameras come back online because it's fun to watch. But that's why all these cameras aren't being shown right now if you're watching the broadcast either, because it looks like they went down. So that's what's going on right now. Let's go look at some of the other classes since we do have tracker. Let's go look. We'll go class by class. So I'm going to clear everybody off here. We just told you about the all-wheel drive and two-wheel drive. Let's go look at spec truck. So who's leading the spec truck? Keep in mind, this is only if people's trackers are working. So Connor McMullen is going to be out front, according to the tracker here. He's the first one. We got RJ Stidham is going to be second, and then Cole Harden is going to be third. Now, the Camberg truck we know is having a problem. Looks like they're having some electrical issues, and they are looking for a fan. So let me see. They just texted me. Let's see. What'd they say? If anybody has, hold on, I'm trying to find the message. Anybody has a 16-inch SPAL SPAL fan, it's needed. The Camberg crew needs it. If anyone has an extra 16-inch fan, let them know. Send them a DM. Send Corey Campbell a DM or one of any of the Camberg guys, or message me and let me know. We'll try to find them a fan. So let's see. All right. So that's an update there in the spec class for you guys. Main feed said someone is pulling bikes at pit 6. Oh, good. I really hope they are. If they are, that's the pit right here, Codell. So we're at pit 6. Let's look and see all racers. If I zoom back in at pit 6, let's see. Are these a bunch of bikes getting stopped? It looks like they are. So, well, there's some bikes there, a couple bikes in the pit, but that is good news if they are, because anybody there, not there yet, is going to be in a shitstorm of vehicles coming behind them, and that is definitely not good. It does kind of look like they might be, but not really, because look, we got these guys, unless they just started doing it right now, which I hope they did. Honestly, they should be pulling, anybody at pit 6, they should start pulling at pit 7. Like, these guys need to be done. The 088 and these guys in here, they need to be done at the next pit. So hopefully at pit 7, they can pull people as well. So we'll see. But good. I'm glad to hear if that is true, that they are pulling these bikes off, because it's way too dangerous to be doing this. You can't have this many cars coming into these bikes in this race. You can't have that. It's not a good course to have that mixed. So okay. Well, there you go. All right, that's your spec leaders. Let's go look at UTV, because they're the next biggest class here, or they are the biggest class in the whole race. So UTV Pro, we have out front, it's showing as Phil Blurton 1410, and then we have, but look, here's why. Brock is actually in front. We saw him pass him in the pits. His tracker hasn't updated since 1408. They're literally right on each other. They're within 30 seconds of each other. I wish Phil's camera was working, but it's not working because we had a good view earlier. But Brock is going to be your lead UTV. So the T96, Brock Hagar is your lead UTV. He is going to be out front. Phil Blurton is going to be second, right behind him. Now, remember, Phil started first, so as long as Brock is in front of him, Brock is winning on time. Phil has to pass Brock, and he has to be ahead of him by 1 minute. That was the starting gap, 1 minute for the top 20 UTVs. So Phil's going to have to get back around Brock. I don't know if Brock pitted yet, or you guys don't need to know if you don't know. But Brock, obviously, right there we go. There's a good update. So 14:10:05, and then 14:11. Oh, that's it's still a minute behind. But that'll kind of show you at 14:10, Brock was right there. So another minute, he's going to be up a little bit farther even. So really close here between these front two racers going in the UTV Open Pro class, whatever you want to call it. Third place is going to be Ethan Groom. So that's two SCI team cars, Factory Pro Rs in the top three. We got Kyle Chaney right behind him. So we have Polaris, Can-Am, Polaris, Can-Am. That's pretty cool. That is that is good racing right there between everybody. Okay, Kyle Chaney stopped. You can see 0 miles an hour in the pit. That's most likely a planned fuel stop. So Kyle Chaney in the pit. Next, we're going to have Corbin Lieberton there. We got Brandon Sims, Ronnie Anderson, Cody Bradbury. Cody Bradbury lost. No, he didn't lose some time. He's been back there. Hunter Miller, who's the 913. Chase Carr. I mean, it's stacked in this UTV field. It is. Look at it. It just keeps going. Look at how far back these guys are. I mean, it's miles and miles of UTVs. It's like 40 miles of UTVs. It's crazy. But good race up in the front there. So that's a look at your main classes this race. I think we kind of touched on everybody. Oh, let's go see who won the bike race. I forgot to look. Official timing right there. Okay, the number 2, the N2. Is it Saron? I don't know how to. I hate saying people's names. I don't know. I think it's Saron. So Saron, it looks like N2 is going to be your unofficial winner. Look at this, 7:44.26. Preston Campbell, 7:45 flat. That is 34 seconds between first and second in the bike class. 34 seconds. That is really close. Really good race there. Remember, it's the official timing, but it's not final until they review trackers, see if there's any penalties, anything like that. But really close race in the bike class. So pretty cool to see. Pretty cool to see there. So let's see. What else are you guys saying? I forgot to look at the chats here. Yeah, the Guthrie Dakar car and the other one, Century Racing, are ripping. Yeah, they are going fast. Some of the Ford Dakar team messed up leaving those things in Dakar form. No, they didn't mess up. They're testing them in Dakar form. That's the whole point. Like, they want to test that car as it is in the race. Because if you do a bunch of stuff to that car and you take off weight and you change stuff, what does that tell them? It doesn't tell them anything, because that's not how they're racing the car where they're racing them. So they left those cars exactly how they are on purpose. They don't care about winning the race. Their goal is here to do well, but their goal is to do testing in a desert race that's long. So that's why those cars are exactly like that. Unrestricted, they're absolutely killing it. Yeah, probably. Yeah. So, but yeah, it's a good race there. So congrats to the N2 official winners by 34 seconds over Preston Campbell, but really close race there in the car class, in the bike class. Let me see. Did anybody else come through here yet? No. I don't know if this update's live. We need to refresh that. No, it looks like it is updating live because I don't see any cars here. All right. I was hoping some would come by the. Oh no, they are by the halfway point. Hold on. Wrong column. Okay, halfway. What do we got here? Brent Fox, 3:51.07. Mitch Guthrie, 3:51.02. Okay, so Brent Fox, 350. So Brent Fox is showing as first on time, because right here's RJ at 59 and he's in front of him. So Brent Fox is your overall leader at the halfway point on corrected time unofficially by just about 30 seconds over Mitch Guthrie, who's going to be second on corrected time overall right now. We don't know where the 58 is, because the 58's tracker is not working. Remember, these times on the Racing Track site only go off the tracker. So the 58 tracker is not working, so we don't know where they are. The other tracker that I want to see on here, but it's going to be slower than these. This is only first place in the class, so it doesn't matter. So that's why. So Cameron Steele and Dave Mason are getting beat by Brent Fox right now, and is why they're not showing. 3:51.07. If we go look at just their class, we can see where they are. So if we go to the trophy truck spec, okay, so look, RM, it's not spec, sorry, two-wheel drive. I forgot. They're in two-wheel drive today, both of them. Normally, those both are in spec, or Brent Fox is. So halfway right here, look, we have Brent Fox, 3:51.07. Dave Mason, 3:51.13. We have 6 seconds between first and second place right now in the two-wheel drive unlimited truck class. So that's why Dave Mason is actually out front physically, but he's losing on corrected time right now by 6 seconds to Brent Fox. That's close racing, 250 miles into a race. Cool to see. Do we know Brock's top speed so far? No, it doesn't. I mean, if you were watching here, maybe if you clicked on them and you were watching, you could see it. But all the UTVs go about the same speed. Honestly, they're all between like 110 and 118 is the fastest I've ever heard one go. So that I know of, like in a race, not just Brock. All the UTVs, like the Can-Ams, are at like 118 ish. Like they're all between 110 and 118. So that is your top speed in those UTVs that I know of. Maybe somebody went faster, but I haven't actually seen it or heard it from a legit racer. So that's your update here. All right. T1 winning would be insane. Yeah. Yeah, no, it should be it'll be fun. It's going to be cool. We'll see. Here's Mitch Guthrie right here. He's got to have a clean half race. Honestly, the second half of the race is really fast and really wide open. I don't know what Mitch Guthrie's top speed is in that compared to the trophy trucks. The trophy trucks we're going to see around 130 to 140 the second half of this race. I don't think Mitch's car can go that fast, especially with the limiter on there. So I'm going to say that Mitch might lose time the second half of this race, but that's just my guess. That's because some of these longer straightaways and lake beds, I mean, even like right here, you can see there's some really straight long sections on the second half of the course, and he might lose a bit of time. I don't know on his top speed, especially down here. You can see there's just like long, like just as fast as you can go, wide open straightaways. I think they said 105 or 110 is where it's limited. Yeah, see, so he is losing a lot of time the second half of this race. I'll venture to say this update right here is probably the last time that you will see at the halfway point. This is probably the last time Mitch Guthrie's leading the race. Could be wrong, but I'm going to say this is the last time he's reading it. Watch when they come by 300. I think it's going to be a trophy truck that's leading the race at that point. Tune in at 3 o'clock and we will see. We'll have some more times for you guys then. All right. Come back at 3 o'clock for your next update. And until then, go turn on the unlimited live stream up here.